Tiny Snail, written and illustrated by Tammy Carter Bronson. Read to you by the author and illustrator. For anyone with a dream. A very small snail lived deep in the forest. Her name was Tiny Snail. Her friends called her Tiny. One morning Tiny could not sleep. Mr. Squirrel stopped by. "What's wrong, Tiny?" he asked. Tiny gazed at the maple tree standing alone on top of the grassy hill. "I want to live under that tree, but it's too far to crawl." "Try," Mr. Squirrel said. "You can do it." Mr. Squirrel scampered away. Tiny slept during the day and dreamed about the maple tree. When evening arrived, her journey began. She crawled and crawled and crawled. The tree was still far away when Tiny Snail fell asleep. The sun began to rise. Tiny woke up. Her skin was tingling. "Help!" she cried. Tiny Snail crawled toward the shade. A shadow flickered on the ground. It was Miss Butterfly. "I have to sleep in the shade," Tiny huffed, "or else the sunlight will dry out my moist skin." Miss Butterfly balanced on Tiny's shell. "My wings will give you shade," she said. When Tiny reached the shadows, she slumped inside her shell. "How will I reach the maple tree now?" "Ask it to come closer," Miss Butterfly called as she toppled away on a current of air. "Please, maple tree, come closer, for I cannot crawl any farther," Tiny said. Mother Turtle wobbled by. "What are you waiting for?" she asked. "For the tree to come closer," Tiny said. Mother Turtle laughed. "It won't come closer unless you crawl out to meet it." "But it's too far." "You can do it," the old turtle smiled. "Go a shorter distance first." Mother Turtle wobbled away. Tiny looked at the hill and spotted a clump of dandelions. "Oh, dandelions! I'm coming to meet you. Please come closer," Tiny said as she crawled toward them. By morning, Tiny Snail reached the clump of dandelions. "Thank you, dandelions, for coming to meet me," Tiny said. Someone giggled. "The dandelions say you're welcome." It was Little Ant. "Crawl under," he said. "It's cool and safe." Little Ant lifted a dandelion. He was so strong. "Thank you, Little Ant." "You're welcome, Tiny Snail," said the ant as he pranced away. Tiny slept all day under the dandelions, where she was cool and safe from the sun. When evening arrived, Tiny woke up. She crawled out of her hiding place. Farther up the hill, she spotted a large rock. "Oh, Mr. Rock," she said, "I'm coming to meet you. Please come closer." Tiny crawled all night. Finally, Tiny Snail poked her tentacles above a tuft of grass. There was the rock. Tiny climbed onto the rock for a better view. "Get down," came a gruff voice. "Who said that?" Tiny quivered inside her shell. "I did," said Lizard. "You're on my rock. Get down." Tiny scooted down as Lizard climbed up. "Thank you, Mr. Rock, for coming to meet me." Tiny hesitated. "And thank you, Lizard, for reminding me it's time for bed." Lizard stuck his nose high in the air. "That's lazy, Lizard, to you." Tiny squirmed into a big crack in the rock and fell asleep. She slept all day in the rock's shadow, where she was cool and safe from the sun. When evening arrived, Tiny exclaimed, "Tonight I will make it to the top of the hill." She crawled faster and farther than she had ever crawled before. The stars still twinkled when Tiny Snail fell asleep. When she woke up, Tiny was on a patch of dirt. The sun was high in the sky. Her skin was drying out. "Help!" she cried. "Mr. Squirrel! Miss Butterfly! Mother Turtle! Help!" But they did not hear her. Tiny tried to hide inside her shell. It was so hot. Then a shadow fell over her. Tiny peeped out. A cloud covered the sun. "Thank you, cloud!" cried Tiny Snail. "Please, clouds, clump together and block out the sun." And they did. But it started to rain. It rained and rained until whoosh! Tiny Snail slipped backwards. "Mudslide!" she exclaimed. Tiny grabbed a blade of grass with her mouth and held on. The mud tried to drag her down the hill. "Please, roots," she thought, "hold tight." Finally the rain stopped. "Thank you, grass," she said. "Your roots are strong." The maple tree was so close. "Maple tree, I'm coming to meet you. Please come closer and be my new home." Tiny closed her eyes and crawled with all her might. Her tentacles bumped into something hard. "Ouch!" she exclaimed. Tiny opened her eyes. It was the maple tree. "I'm at the top of the hill," Tiny wiggled with glee. "Thank you, maple tree, for coming to meet me." But as dawn approached, Tiny Snail frowned. Something was missing. "You made it!" It was Mr. Squirrel. "We're so proud of you," said Miss Butterfly. Mother Turtle walked out of the grass. "Welcome to your new home," she said. "Thank you, Mr. Squirrel, for urging me to try. Thank you, Miss Butterfly, for telling me to ask. And thank you, Mother Turtle, for teaching me to do a little at a time." "There's someone you forgot to thank," said Mother Turtle. Tiny Snail paused. Of course! Her eyes glistened with delight as they bobbed on the end of her tentacles. "Me!